Yeah, that was
Hey guys, the music was a little.
super fast, wasn't it?
I felt like time for the percolator.
It was fast.
Oh my. Oh my.
It happened fast.
Oh, shut up, Miles.
Doggone
Oh
it.
my. Oh my. It's gonna be that kind of show. That's you start now.
It might be that kind of show, man.
Yeah, I mean Mokita
Show. Hey.
Mokita brought the ratchetness from the beginning. She said it's time for the percolator.
She out there in ATL where clearly the COVID virus is no longer
Yeah, hey,
We have NBA
Dwight.
parties down here.
Hey, Dwight, I didn't know they was
Keisha
doing
said
the percolator
she
in
don't
Akron. I didn't know that.
Oh,
well, you
shut
know,
up, Miles.
it's near Chicago, so that's why they do that.
That is true. It's close.
Whatever. We're having NBA parties down here.
Ain't no NBA parties going
Keisha
on.
said we full. Don't
Keisha
come
said
here
you
with
can't
that.
do that. Keisha said stay y'all black.
Normally, I would happily
All right.
welcome them,
That's
but
what Keisha said, but I know
do
another
not
Keisha
travel
said
here.
Right. There is another
not
Keisha that
travel
said
here.
something else, probably. Yeah.
The other Keisha said,
Keisha said, "Don't come." Waffle House said, "Hold my beer." Waffle House said, "No, we."
You talking about Keisha that work at Magic City? That Keisha?
No.
Oh boy.
Look, how
That
about
Keisha
all
said,
that?
"Come on, all the ballers come."
oh boy.
That Keisha said, "All the ballers."
Blue Flame?
Why did you start
Keisha?
off like this?
Strokers, Keisha? Strokers?
It's Miles. It was Miles.
Miles, why do you even know the name of all these places?
Come on now, stop that. We going stop that.
That's right, Dwight.
Nikita, we all know all the names.
Let's
But
go.
Mokita,
Bring
why
it back.
I just found out from a friend that Uber Eats you can get Magic City wings on Uber Eats and
Oh my gosh.
Look at Roy.
Wait,
Not
look,
magic.
Dwight, listen, for the purposes of our show, let me test that theory.
go for it.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Make
what's
sure
the
they-
place?
make sure
What's
they
the place in Miami Gardens? The
lemon
strip club
pepper
in Miami
wax.
Gardens.
Which
There's
one?
finger licking.
Which one? The mint?
Finger licking?
No, strip club.
Oh,
In
you
the
talking
Diamond
you
Office,
got-
KOD?
You got the
Wait, I heard
outfit.
KOD moved
So you
to
talking about
Atlanta.
I know what he's talking about.
G5.
You
D5.
can say it's no.
No. And the food is
Tootsies,
Tootsies.
Tootsies.
That needs to be on Uber Eats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get
get you some lobster fried Diablo.
Right. Lobster.
Lobster fried devil? No.
KOD moved to Atlanta.
At Tootsie's, get some lobster.
That's what it's
Yeah.
called.
They need to be on Uber Eats.
That's it.
Is Tootsie's on Uber Eats?
It might be.
Probably.
You never know.
They might be because they came to the that food and wine festival like they were a straight up restaurant.
Like,
I'll
let's be
take
clear.
some
You can still get
lobster
takeout. You can still get takeout from
Yeah, I
Tootsie's
know.
during
You call it
during
Tootsies.
nights.
You call it Tootsies.
Look at Roy.
Girl, let's get off of
Boy,
the strip
it's
clubs.
crazy.
What we talking about tonight?
I was just ordering some food. Come on, guys. Call them Tootsies.
Hilarious. That's so crazy.
Some lobster.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Yes.
Yes, happy
Yeah.
Friday. Happy
Happy
Friday.
Friday.
I'm going to tell y'all blessed me for 50 days straight. Can I just tell you? My good.
Woo! Listen, ain't
days.
nothing like the Aquarius turn up.
Listen.
Randy, Dwight, y'all
Listen.
know about that.
Listen, I mean, you all really made it something that I won't ever forget. I thought that this was going to be like COVID. It's going to be the worst. The hands down, best birthday of my life. I keep finding
Awesome.
gifts. Like I was just moving something in here just now and I found gifts. And I'm
He
like,
said it's like Christmas. That's
Yes,
perfect.
you know my story, Jessica. Like it's the same thing. I've said the same thing. I don't know, maybe something about the number 7, completion, all that good stuff. So I'm
Who's
like,
Jamie?
it's been
Who's
a great
Jamie
month.
sending me this stuff? Who's Jamie?
you know
Where are
what?
these gifts
Don't
coming
worry.
from?
Funny.
Miles know exactly who Jamie is. That is my cousin.
That is her
Who put this
cousin.
song in the mail?
Don't even play, Roy.
That's
You
so
always,
funny.
Look at Miles.
yeah.
I was like, I didn't want to hear that.
Y'all
I didn't
always
wanna
want to look for the
Wanna
entanglement.
hear
There's
that
Who's
one.
Jamie? I don't know who. That's my cousin. Neutral
There's
name.
no entanglement, Roy. Okay.
Oh, Ebony, you ain't got no more gifts. You send all your money to get Trey Songz out of jail. Stop lying.
That's funny.
He's in jail. Why is he in jail?
He ain't even tough though. Like, what Trey Songz trying to fight at a baseball game?
Football.
Ebony's
Football, baseball,
entanglement
football. I
crush.
mean, Trey Songz ain't tough.
Ebony's entanglement crush. She always got a place to stay in Homestead.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That is funny.
I got not one but 2 rooms.
I'm telling Kendrick. Okay, I'm a snitch.
I thought Grandma Finance was saying that she had a place to stay in Cutler Bay.
Ooh.
Oh,
No. He's on the other side of the track. Get that right.
Miles is in Cutler Bay.
Miles is in Cutler Bay. Now. Don't act like it. I live in Cutler Bay.
You see how your friend?
I love it.
Did you
No,
guys?
as my student said, clouds.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Glass.
This must be some more Miami stuff that I don't know.
It's cities. It's
I know
cities.
one
I know
thing.
we gotta stop
Neighborhoods.
doing
Yeah,
that
neighborhoods.
because
The taxes are cheap
Look
on
at
this
it
side
now.
of the turnpike.
She
So,
done did it.
They cheap
I
on
know
this
that's
side.
right, Hal.
That's
Makita, you know how Mechanicsville is adjacent to Atlanta? That is
Bring it on home, Dwight.
that is what goals is to
Bring
Miami.
it on home,
It's to Cutler
Dwight.
Bay, right?
I just want to give you a correlation.
You said
Yeah, it
Mechanicsville.
is.
That's
But
good,
it's
Dwight.
but make no
Well,
mistake
Dwight,
about it.
I'm
It's,
right there with you now. I'm
The
right
taxes?
there with you.
the taxes are cheaper on this side of the turnpike, and it ain't no HOA, so I'm good.
Good stuff.
Miles, I'm gonna tell you this,
Well,
Miles.
look,
Your neighborhood is
I
the
will
reason why
toast
my
to that.
ring goes off every other night.
That's
Okay.
not my neighborhood. The reason why your ring go every night is because of Cutler Manor. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
No, that's them.
That's hilarious.
Them boys over there off the chain. Make no
Yeah,
mistake
they are.
about it.
Yeah,
They
they
off
are.
the chain.
I got to take a toast to Cutler Manor. Shout out to Cutler Manor. That's
Make
what
sure
I'm
they're
saying.
on your side, okay?
Don't be trying to put that foolishness over here. We law-abiding citizens on this block, Roy. Now I can't speak for Cutler Manor.
And I'm gonna say this: you probably have the best neighbor ever across the street.
Oh, yes, I
definitely
do.
does.
Yes, I do.
You hands
Yes, I
down.
do.
Me,
Yes, I
Hands
do.
down.
neighbor, hands
Yeah,
down.
he a good dude. He's the
He gives
ambassador of
them
the
a
street.
free happy hour every Friday.
It's
Free.
hands
Well,
down.
I must only go over
Free.
there on Fridays because let me tell you, every time I go over there,
It is a
they
block
are
party.
turning up. They are turning up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
block party.
Yes.
He's
That's
the best,
butter-free.
man.
Butter-free.
He's the
Butter-free.
best. He's the best. He's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got, Ms. Markins? Where we at?
Yeah, we talking about friends, so we might as well just keep it right on here with the friendship. Did you guys hear the story about that former President Barack Obama told Bruce Springsteen?
No.
Actually, I did not.
Oh, by he got them hands.
Oh yeah. Actually, I did. Yes, I did. I did. I didn't hear
He got
that.
them hands?
Yeah, he did.
What happened?
Girl,
These-
say what happened.
Beasley got them hands.
he was with his
Hit him
friend.
with a two-piece?
They got into a fight. You know, they were playing ball and it got a little aggressive. And the boy done called him a coon.
Oh,
No,
what?
wait
When was
a minute
this?
now.
Not
Wait a minute now.
old. This was like younger.
Yeah.
Right. April.
This high
Right.
school. This high school.
Right.
Robert.
High school, right?
Hmm.
Called him.
His friend called him a coon.
But that's when he was smoking Black and Miles, right? So
Right. That,
Broke his
Hey.
nose.
let's be clear. Obama.
Oh, Miles, that sounds familiar. He broke
He
somebody's
probably-
nose.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on
That's
that
funny.
one.
Every-
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
You better go on now. Go on now. Go on now.
Actually, his friend probably meant to say goon with a G and just
Because that's what it is.
Look,
Cause,
Barack,
You
there, it was
a
like,
goon.
you gonna learn today.
yeah.
You know-
that's it.
You gonna learn
Group. So I if you ever had the pleasure of reading Dreams of My Father, he actually talks about that incident in the book. His mother used to date a gentleman, I think, who was an amateur boxer, and Barack pays homage to this gentleman and saying that he's the guy that kind of taught him how to defend himself, man to man. So in high school, when that incident kind of took place, it took him back to that. And Yeah, he gave him a 2-piece with the good buttermilk biscuit.
2-piece.
Right.
Even more. That's why he's not forever president.
What did they put? Was they put some?
I know that he can go to bat if I need him to, you know what I'm saying, to bring that little goon out of him, that he can do it. Listen, love you even more.
Wait a minute.
This is
He ain't
what
got to
we
fight
do.
no more. He just sick Michelle on him. He ain't got to fight.
Listen, he grew up across the tracks in Honolulu. That's the thing in Honolulu. on the east side of Honolulu, you know, where they throw them hands.
Where they throw them hands.
That's hilarious.
Yes, sir.
Be frozen?
Yeah, she gone again. She not with us again. Yeah.
Looking so lost.
But she is with us.
There she is. And she don't even know what's going on.
What was he? What
I
was
don't
the
even
show
know we
that
got
he was
her.
sitting down with Bruce Springsteen?
What?
What was that? What was that show he was sitting down with Bruce Springsteen?
It's his new podcast.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Brandy came back, like, you know, he had that drunk friend. And
yeah, that be stuck.
And then like the next.
What we talking about?
I wasn't asleep.
We got to order?
Right. I wasn't asleep.
Yeah, I wasn't asleep. What we doing? What we doing?
I like that.
What's
I like that drunk
next?
uncle talk. This is my sister's house. What you doing?
We sitting up here trying to get you back on the screen. You done popped up with a question.
That is hilarious.
Look, we're like, is she frozen?
We like, she frozen?
Yeah, or like that TikTok.
You were frozen, girl, for a long time.
Yeah.
And I said, she don't even know what's going on. And the next thing I know, you talking about something. What was that? Where were they? And that where they were sitting, what was that?
I've been moving on mine. That's strange.
We're like,
you
hello? How did you just pop back in here like that?
Randy, it was like Roy showed me this meme or like TikTok, whatever. I don't know what they're called anymore. Where the grandma is like, baby, I'm gonna come over there and pick you up and take you to church. I'm coming now.
Yes. And the little kid's like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah.
They
Are you sure you just being still?
Yeah.
No.
They were on FaceTime.
I was not frozen. I wasn't frozen.
The kid was like they were frozen.
Brandy was frozen.
Brandy was frozen.
And I'm saying, are you sure I was frozen or was I just looking?
No, you
were frozen.
Like Elsa in the cartoon, you were frozen.
You were frozen.
The face you were making was not something that you would just.
No, you were frozen. Yes, you were frozen.
You just frozen me. You want to build a snowman? Because you were frozen.
You would have stopped on that face.
We was literally about to let it go.
Yeah, let it go. Do you want to build a snowman? Okay, that's where you were.
Oh yeah, give it up.
Oh, look at them youngins.
Yeah.
That's an old picture.
They was
looking
young.
Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
Hey.
Right. That's some old 40-40 club stuff. Okay,
yeah.
Right.
He came through with that.
So hey, Ricky Smiley said his favorite rapper is Lil Debbie's.
Yeah.
Lord, Debbie's rapper.
I'm just saying. Very profound.
Little Debbie's
made by Jay-Z.
Little Debbie's.
It really was. It really was.
So he sold his stuff to which 50% company?
Of it.
50%.
Just 50% of it. Just 50% of it.
To which company?
Hennessy.
Hennessy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
said
Hennessy
Louis
owned
Vuitton
all the
Moet
black
Hennessy?
drinks at this point.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy.
It's
so he increased his distribution.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If he love the Hennessy, just go ahead and buy Juicy Juice. It'd be a wrap for all our money go to Hennessy.
I love the boss.
And they smart to do the deal with him.
If you guys can recall, he has a lyric on one of his songs where he says, I used to drink Cristal, but them effers racist. Yeah. And as a result of that, he started his own champagne brand to kind of put Cristal out of business because they made some very racially insensitive remarks at a time where they were really getting a lot of free advertisement from the promo of rap songs, right? Yeah. So he started that brand and then he replaced them replaced them in the clubs and replaced them in his 40/40 clubs, snatched all of their stuff off the shelf. And don't quote me on this. I think they either went out of business or had to file chapter of bankruptcy or something like that as a result of basically them losing their market share in the wine industry.
Right.
But I know that it was a significant drop.
Saying is factual or not, I like the way it's going. I like
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And Cristal is not even that good anyways. It wasn't even that good.
No,
it was
I
not even
wonder gateway champagne to more luxury champagnes, but that was what they were rapping about then.
Right.
Yeah. He also talked about I don't know if he was talking about Belvedere, and he said I never drink that as long as Puff has Ciroc. Yeah. Is that what it was he was saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Belvedere was like a fire going down your throat.
Belvedere is Everclear.
Yeah.
20%.
Gas.
Go ahead and rub your hands together and get clean.
Yeah. Very bad.
All of that.
Ain't no COVID when there's Belvedere around because it's killing all the.
Go ahead and get the Everclear.
I read an article about a lady who was like in her senior citizen. I don't know. I don't want to stretch her age, but she supposedly soaked all this fruit in this liquor and ate the fruit, and then she didn't have COVID anymore.
I believe that actually.
Stop it.
I believe that.
Are you serious?
If you believe any black lady in Miami, you drink enough Cereseed and
right, yes, right.
And but listen, you ain't never gonna get
that. Ain't nothing but Robitussin.
Some Haitian black castor oil. That's a wrap.
Right.
A little sea moss.
Yeah. Kendrick and I went to St. Lucia for our honeymoon. Okay. We had some of the like locally made St. Lucian overproof rum.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you.
You was blind in one eye for the rest of the night.
I couldn't even finish it. And I assure you that right there, it'll kill COVID. Hands down.
That's not what I thought.
Hands down.
Me neither.
I never felt a fire in my chest like that before.
She never felt a fire burning in her soul.
Fire burn like your whole body. Like your whole body temperature like went up an instant, like 15 degrees.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So you're saying on your honeymoon, you and Kendrick had an all-night session after y'all had.
You know,
so maybe you can't get
Wait a minute.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Wow.
Basically, that's what you said.
Roy.
Wow.
Yucky.
Wow.
Yucky. That's gross, Miles.
Yucky.
That's right, TT. Tell him, TT.
I do.
I'm sorry. Next subject.
Hit Miles with it. Okay.
Please.
What you doing? What you doing to Miles?
Can we transition?
That's what it sounds like.
Transition.
Thank
Let's
you.
talk about some money. Y'all ready for that?
Where the money resides?
Where the money resides?
Y'all, that is so funny. Everybody started singing where the money resides, and Brandy was like, money, 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 money. But everybody else said where the money resides.
That's that UF education kicking in one more time.
B said, money, 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 money.
That's so bad. I second that, and y'all were saying where the money resides.
That's where the money resides.
I'm like money, 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 money.
I'm with you, Brandy. I understand, Brandy.
Hey, Brandy, they from Cleveland, so I'm always gonna be with you on the OJs.
Thank you.
That's right.
I mean, I was saying money, 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 but I was going like this. And like this.
Where the money resides.
So what Uncle Joe got for us, Jessica?
Well, it's houseboats. Dwight, bring us up to speed on where they are on that $1.9 trillion deal.
Listen, they keep trying to up it for y'all, so the stimmy check looks a little bit bigger.
He said for y'all.
Now, yeah, y'all. Because I'm not eligible.
You made my side hurt.
I'm no longer in that. I'm in a new tax bracket, and I'm just.
All right. So you already where the money resides.
Y'all.
You already where the money resides.
Dwight said for you people.
Flex on the 7 block.
I want y'all to bless
for
y'all.
You people.
Change your name to money.
No, but
So you You like number 45 where you say, "Oh, y'all waiting for that doggone income tax."
Yeah,
check.
y'all waiting for your little checks or whatever. Nah,
not checks or whatever.
All right, Dwight.
Your little money. Get your little money.
Get your little coins.
Get your little money.
Get your little money. So y'all can go to Walmart and
damn, Dwight.
That's the dismissive hand right there.
Yeah, it's dismissive.
No, dismissive when you say love.
Right.
It's a little hate with it. You might have
get your little
thing. I mean, I don't know.
Get your little check.
You gotta put little in front of it.
Yeah, you put little in front of it. Dismissive.
I'm gonna
Dwight.
Yes, Fred, it is. It's very dismissive.
It's very dismissive.
But to answer your question, Jessica, yeah, they're trying to boost the stimulus up from they had settled on 1,400. They're trying to get it up to 1,800, so folks can walk away with it. But
look,
you still gotta get
Dwight,
it.
tell me when they go see my 1,800.
I got you, Brandy.
Just let me know when it drops.
No doubt.
That's right. So I can start checking the account for my little check or whatever.
Right.
Dwight said he already gonna get his 18. Then you little Negroes gonna get your little 14. That's what he really said.
That is hilarious.
Listen, Dwight, the way the stimulus is set up, though, you get more from more children. So single, no childless Dwight ain't gonna get the coins like some of y'all. So
you missed that part.
Yeah.
You missed that.
It's not too late.
Yeah, but you might be able to let
me borrow
let Edwina borrow one of Edwina's kids.
Claim one of Edwina's.
She only got one. She got
She got two.
She got two. Okay, you borrow one of Edwina's.
I need her one.
Let her claim
let me
you.
know.
Let her claim you.
Send me a text. Okay,
I'll text.
Let her claim you.
Yeah, let her claim you.
If you didn't get your stimulus check and you're about to file for your taxes, you can add it to your taxes to get return that time.
Yep.
Right. But the other piece of that is a lot of folks, because of COVID and the pandemic, failed to file their taxes last year. And the catch is, if you did not file taxes in 2020, you're not going to get your stimuluses immediately.
2019.
Oh yeah,
Dwight. I mean, I still can't get over this. Dwight, he's doing this at the camera. So y'all get y'all. You see, y'all get y'all money. Y'all file y'all taxes. Okay.
That's
exactly.
Right.
Get your monies up. Is what I'm trying to say.
That's right. I need that G-Ho money soon.
That's right, Earl.
Boop boop boop.
Brady,
like you tapping them on the nose, like boop 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 boop.
What'd you say, Jay?
I asked Brandy, did she know what G-Ho stood for?
Oh Lord, don't do
it. Yes,
Don't.
I learned a couple of years ago after April was posting it, and I was like, I gotta look this up because I'm very confused. But
like, what's go mean?
Everything goes.
What's go mean?
What is G-Ho? What is G-Ho?
Why is G-Ho? This girl is a hoe. This girl is a hoe.
Hey, Brandy, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I think I looked it up in 2013 or something like that. So don't feel bad.
I had to look up their IDDS, or what were y'all saying? IDDS?
IDDS.
That's not Googleable.
Did you just make up a word?
It's not.
Did you just try to slide that in like that was?
The funny thing is, I use it all the time too, though, man. So
and I said what I said.
Yeah, you see that? I mean, just slid that in there.
I said what I said. I said what I said. You're not gonna Google that.
He said Googleable.
It's not.
That's homemade.
It's a word. It's a word.
It's a word.
And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
It's a word.
Right.
They gonna put it in
what? They gonna put it in the book. In the book.
That's on God.
I'm with you, Jessica. Googleable.
It's not. But Brandy, let me tell you. I will tell you what IDDS means offline.
Right.
I use Golations.
Yes, because it's a number of other ones. It's YSM and wait, it's one more. I can't
remember. Brandy, this is what Brandy doing, looking it up right now.
No, I'm just looking at names.
She going to Urban Dictionary as we speak. Like
people say GRWM.
Get ready with me.
Yeah, girl, I was like, what?
Yeah, get ready.
Know
with
that
me.
one either.
What else is happening?
And why I want to get ready with you, boo?
In the news.
Why am I watching you get ready?
Yeah, and there I am watching.
So I do got to give a shout out in more somber news. The reason I'm drinking my Arizona today is, of course, it's 9 years since we lost Trayvon. So
right.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't want to kill the mood, but just got to shout out Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, no, shout it out.
Man, it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but that's a long time ago, man.
My gosh.
Because his name still rings prevalently in that whole social justice movement.
That's a credit to his mom and his dad.
Yes, they do a good job.
His legacy alive, man.
Yes, they do an excellent job.
I would have to say that when we moved here in 2014, the Trayvon Martin Foundation was my first client. My first client. And I tell you, I did a little crying. I did a little praying because
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
And is Sabrina still, is she
active in social justice? Yeah, absolutely.
She's been in a lot of TV shows too and movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. She was in something just recently.
I mean, she's been in Marshall.
I know she had her run in Miami Gardens, but
for county commission.
Yeah, well, she just celebrated her birthday, so I'm sure she's still.
Yeah.
Wait,
and then also, y'all, I don't know if y'all heard about the coach at Coral Gables that's missing.
B, do you know him?
Yes, I read.
Do you know him, B?
No, but we need to spread the word. Something is going on that we need to I don't know. Just
I saw you shared it last night, and I was like,
he's been missing since Tuesday.
He's allegedly from down south. He's allegedly from the Colonial area.
Mm-hmm.
Olu was putting up some posts and just basically, just insinuating that like Brandy said, we need to get the word out. And I kept looking at his face, and Olu was like, you know him, dog. You know him because we used to go to parties together. Is it Russell?
Is he our age, Miles?
He is, but he's a little younger. He's a little younger than us. Because you're class of 96, right? Right?
Yeah.
April. I know Dwight is class of
95.
95. He's class of 99. That's what.
I probably wouldn't have known him.
But what high school did he go?
Dwight probably wouldn't have known him either because they were younger.
Went to Gables.
Oh, he went to Coral Gables.
Yeah, he went to Gables, and now he's the head coach of Coral Gables.
Oh, okay.
And they've actually started to post, the movement has actually started to gain a lot of traction because
Cavallo put it out.
Right, I was just watching the news, and
his name is Roger Pollard.
Oh, his name is Roger. Yes, Roger.
Right, there you go.
Pollard.
Roger, spell the last name.
Pollard. POLLARD. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, you good?
If somebody could find a picture, we could post it.
I have the picture.
Cavallo put it up, Jay.
I have the picture, Jay. I'll send it to you now.
Okay.
And allegedly he's just
last night.
And allegedly he's just missing. Like he just vanished. Like there's no evidence right now of foul play. Nobody has heard from him. And one of my good friends, one of my best friends, he's just kind of beside himself because he knows dude really, really well because they're both intertwined, not only from being childhood friends, but also from being high school football coaches. So there's both of those connections. So yeah, just don't know what happened to him or where he is or anything like that. So,
crazy.
It is. It is. How a grown person just go
right.
Yeah, especially for somebody that would be where you would deem it to be uncharacter-like of that person. You know what I'm saying? Where you're used to talking to somebody on a daily basis or quite frequently, and then all of a sudden, just all communications stop. But then there's no trace of what happened to them. That has to be rather unsettling and nerve-wracking.
Absolutely,
right.
And he's got a wife and 2 young kids.
So. I was just getting ready to ask, did he have a family?
Yeah.
I hope he ain't just run away, like escape.
Well, yeah, marriage will make you do that, April. It'll definitely.
That again? What did he say? What did he say?
I said marriage will make you do that, April. Marriage will make it. Marriage will make you. Marriage will make you. I can't take it no more.
I'm serious.
She burned the chicken. I'm done.
I would rather that be it than anything happen to him.
Oh, absolutely.
Rather it be him.
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
Him doing something by himself. That wasn't that what happened with the girl in Jamaica, the flight attendant. Didn't she make that up? That she was captured. She just kind of wanted to avoid something. I think it was a COVID test or something.
Remember that? I don't know if that happened to the girl in Jamaica, but I know that's what happened to I know that's what happened to Homegirl character on Insecure. She just kind of ran away. If you don't remember,
Dwight, you don't remember this? This was recently. A girl was a flight attendant, and she was trying to avoid the.
I remember a story like that.
She was coming back from Jamaica to the States, I guess, and she tried to avoid having to quarantine or something like that. Something. So she just act like somebody stole her, and now I'm okay. Now I can just come back.
So that's Roger.
Oh wow!
Right.
Yeah. I don't know who that is.
He is 6 feet 1 inches, 200 pounds. He was last seen driving a red Toyota Camry 2013. And of course, if you know anything, to contact Miami-Dade Police Department.
That's a nicer picture than the one they're using.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I will say this, to their credit, the one that they're using is his driver's license picture.
Right.
And our driver's license pictures aren't always the best.
Yeah.
I know if they're looking for me
yours,
on my driver's
license. Glasses of hers.
If they are looking for me and they use my weight and my height for my driver's license, they will never find me. Let me just tell you.
Never find me.
Let me just tell you.
Oh, Mokita.
They will not find me.
That was good, Mokita. That was good.
Never find me. I don't know who they're going to find.
You say, Mo, they're going to find a completely different person, huh? They're going to find a completely different person.
Mokita said, it's somebody else. What's the height? Mokita, what's the height on there?
Lord.
She frozen.
Mokita freezing up too.
No, she's doing it on purpose because y'all asking questions.
No, she look like she frozen.
She frozen.
No, she getting y'all. Look, she might be getting y'all. She might be getting y'all on purpose.
Nah, Mo is frozen cross-eyed a little bit too.
That is funny. She got that. I'm gonna get you. Look, frozen.
Roy.
Oh my goodness. Did you guys? I know everybody heard about this. Tiger.
Yeah.
Oh
but did you see your cousin Plies though talking about it?
No.
Let me.
What did he say?
No. Put out a tweet.
No. Wait,
okay.
1 second, Dwight.
What happened?
Did you see the last thing?
Coming in like a week.
The what?
Did you see the last?
Okay.
I gotta mute your stuff.
You gotta press mute, B.
Brandy.
Yes, it's a lot going on, B.
Jessica.
Brandy, I need you to close your tabs and get better Wi-Fi between now and next Friday. Okay, I don't know what's happening right now.
On speakerphone.
Okay.
Hello?
Wait.
What happened? No.
Wait.
We can't hear.
I just want to be transparent here, guys. Okay.
We heard it.
We've heard enough.
Busted. So
what?
And it was blood everywhere.
What?
The second one, my friend called.
Marley.
My friend texted me and she told me Mayday. So I called her back. I think I unmuted myself to answer it. And then I was like, I don't want to put the phone up, so I'm going to just put it on speaker. And then it was even worse if you heard what she put out.
Is Marley okay? That's all I'm wondering.
Yeah, right.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay.
Lord forgive me for putting people's business out on the street.
So,
we didn't hear it. It was just loud.
We don't even know who she
Okay.
is. So
Yeah.
don't,
We didn't hear actually what was said.
I heard
What
it.
we said, Jay.
Did you?
You didn't hear nothing.
I heard.
I know. Playback. That's why you should watch the tea is in it. I mean, my 2 cents.
Go,
okay,
Jay.
Tiger Woods. That's where we were. Sorry, guys.
Look at Dwight.
Tiger Woods.
We skipped from Tiger Woods.
I like
no, we didn't.
I love Mokita's back.
Something about Plies.
Oh,
Yes.
Plies.
You said before you talk about Plies.
No, I said before.
Did I see Plies last tweet?
About what he's getting ready to say. I'm asking, did you see the last thing that Plies posted?
I saw his video. Ebony, I sent it to you.
Yes.
Okay. Send me, babe, please.
That's why I sent it to you, because it's babe.
Well, just tell me what
to do. You're not
don't tell me what to do. Don't talk to me like that.
You're not gonna talk to me any kind of way.
He is Ebony.
Let me tell you.
Ebony, you gotta
I was getting ready to put my friend on today.
Oh my goodness.
Until I got a little further what he was saying, and I was like,
yeah, no, you can't say that. You can't put that one up.
I can't. No, it's not. I can't put any part of it up.
No.
And it was so good. I mean,
it was funny.
It was 2 minutes of unbelievable, thought-provoking dialogue.
Silliness.
I mean, that
thought-provoking.
I love him.
We quote
Flies. That's why I sent it to you.
Thought-provoking.
Okay.
Did you watch it, Ebony? Put us on mute.
She hasn't watched it yet.
Put us on mute.
I haven't watched it.
Okay,
she said put us on mute and watch it, Evie.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to the group so that the guys can hear.
Is it related to Tiger Woods or no?
No.
Then send it to me.
Dwight,
don't send it to her.
What did Ply say about Tiger
Woods? She's gonna play it on the show. No.
Yeah, she's gonna play it.
What did Ply say about Tiger Woods?
No, Plies just basically put out a tweet basically saying that if Tiger had alcohol or drugs or anything in the car with him, that they would have crucified him.
They were going
to there would have been no sympathy for Tiger Woods. So the world sympathizing with him having a hurt, he fractured his leg and
they said that he survived because of that truck. He was in a Genesis truck. They said that was the only reason why he survived.
Let me ask you this.
I don't know if I agree with
that. And
then
get hurt
I agree. They don't want Tiger Woods to be the greatest golfer of all time. Are you kidding me?
I just don't. I don't think, because remember, Tiger Woods is on record as really not wholly identifying himself as black.
Exactly. Thank you.
So I don't know. And he's assimilated so much into white culture. I don't know if the backlash would be as severe. I'm not saying that there wouldn't be any backlash.
They still would have dragged him.
They would have dragged him. Tiger Woods. When you think of Tiger Woods, you think of the greatest golfer of all time.
They haven't even dragged that guy from Tampa or Kansas City that killed somebody in a car accident. They ain't dragged him, but you be doggone sure they were gonna drag doggone.
What guy from Kansas City? You talking about Andy Reid's son? You talking about the coach's son?
Okay. Yeah, they haven't even. They ain't dragged him. He killed somebody. That boy was in an accident by himself. They were waiting for it. They were gonna. Out there.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I'm gonna respect.
Had Tiger had one drop of cocaine in his system, he would
have been over. He would have never played again. It don't matter. He would have been done.
Plus, you got to think about it. When he got in that first accident, was when he was running from his ex-wife. So it would have been. They would have just jumped. It would have been part two of that story.
Him was the fact she was chasing him with his golf clubs.
Right. So when they were like, we don't know what it is,
Angela Bassett on him, didn't she?
Oh yeah, she was.
She did. When they would not chasing him. They showed the picture of the accident, and like right next to the car, it was like 2 suitcases and like some clothes. I was like, he was leaving. Oh my God, he had an accident while he was leaving, and then Jay was like, he had just gotten back from a tournament. I was like, oh, he fell asleep. Okay. I was like, he was tired.
But I even thought this though with this accident. I was like, did Tiger Woods try to commit suicide?
Yeah, no. I think he fell asleep.
That's what I was thinking.
I listen.
He was hanging out with Dwayne Wade on Monday.
The neighborhood was windy and it's on the edge of a mountain. And they said it was on a decline. The side he was on was decline, and your car can speed up fast and you can lose control. And a car that was trying to help him ended up getting in the accident.
You don't give people the benefit of the doubt. You've always been consistent about that. And I love that about you.
I will always give somebody benefit of the doubt until it's like, hell no.
He didn't hit me in the eye. It was a nervous twitch.
Oh, not about that. Ain't nobody hit me in the eye. Shit. Because that would have been a problem.
It just was a nervous twitch.
No, matter of fact, somebody did hit me and it was Brandy's fault. When me and V was on South Beach.
Listen, that's too much information.
Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she said
I know what y'all talking about.
She's gonna plead the fifth. That's what she's gonna do.
Hello?
She's watching live. She's watching.
Y'all went 0 to 1,000 real quick.
Acting like ain't nothing going on.
Do your phone like this, Pat.
I just,
welcome back, Mo.
Tiger,
I was like, ooh, that was kind of.
Tiger is a special case. I definitely don't wish any ill will on anyone, but I just really don't give it my energy because, like Miles said, if you don't identify with me, I mean,
stop it.
Look at Roy.
She might as well start with her hands. I mean,
she might as well.
He got it. It sounds like Ebony was about to be like, if he dies.
Shoot,
if he dies.
Right.
Hey, Dwight, she was 1 degree away.
This close. If you
don't rock with me, how you expect for me to rock with you?
She pulled him out. She was like,
I mean, you act like you called Tiger and he didn't pick up the phone or something like that.
I'm about to say, what did Tiger Woods do to you?
Right. Said that he wasn't black.
He
was Black Station, Black PlayStation,
Blasian.
Jess, that brother, that brother has the OJ, not the OJ, I gotta think. Hold on.
This conversation.
Yes, the OJ syndrome. He wants to be black when it's convenient for him.
Well, exactly. But then when you go to the tournaments, though, hold on. But then when you go to the tournaments, they say, are you bringing collard greens or watermelon? They still see you as one of us.
Yes.
But listen, you guys, let's not forget, Tiger Woods carried. Tiger Woods, I don't care what y'all say, however he responded, but back to your point, he carried blackness no matter where he went. He took heat no matter where he went. He was the face of golf. Black people loved him. We adored him. So let's not forget about that other side of it too.
Let me come back. Can I jump in here for a second?
And you probably claimed him at one point when he was winning it too, Ebony.
So I didn't hear you. No, I really didn't.
Yeah, you probably claimed him.
When he was winning, everybody black was claiming him. And you probably
did not. I did not. No, sir.
Go ahead, Ms. Marcus.
Okay, Jessica, what?
I know you wait because I know you're about to hit the I'm speaking. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yes.
I'm speaking. I'm sorry.
No, yes. What classifies you as being black? There was a real heated discussion that happened this week between a couple of people on this panel, separate conversations, and there was some people that were on TV and they were being honored and acknowledged for some stuff, and it was a part of Black History Month. But when you look at them,
according to the United States,
there's been a lot of that going on this show. There's been a lot of that going on this show.
Jessica, it looked like you were frozen. You weren't.
I was doing it. There was nothing
about you to fill in the blank
that you would ever say they are black. Like Tiger Woods looks definitely more black than
me. So here's the thing. Jessica.
Wait. I have a one more added value part of this, just to set it up. So then there was this conversation about, you lying? Like, black people trending right now. So you really just trying to fall in on this black part. Then there was this other situation about the fact that they went to a HBCU, and then it was like, okay, but still that don't make you black. Like, just because you go to HBCU, that doesn't make you a black person. So I'm going to stop it right there instead of continuing to go down this discussion that happened off air. And the question is, what qualifies you as being black?
If you got one drop of blood.
I was about to say, so
you better say it, Mokita.
To piggyback on
letting you talk about Tiger.
But to piggyback on Ebony's point,
he doesn't claim.
Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. That is the.
No, but I don't remember him saying that he did not claim it. I think he
did, Roy.
No, listen.
He said to gravitate more to blackness would
right.
Exclude parent. Come on now. Right.
Yes. No, he talked about both sides. No, he talked about both sides.
I hear what you're saying, Roy. But what I'm saying is, understanding this, the subjugation of black people in terms of the one drop rule was never ours to own to begin with. So somebody else said that in order to be considered black, if you have one drop, you are black. And what came with that was dehumanization, violence, again, subjugation, all the different things that came with even remotely identifying someone as black. So the idea that someone, given the history of black people in this country, can try to disqualify themselves from being black because of their fame or notoriety is kicking other black people in the ass. You know what I mean? And I want people to understand it. There's a separate documentary on Tiger Woods that really looks at the history of black golfers and talks about, like, when he first won the Augusta Championship in '97 and how the black caddies who have been required to carry bags for white people viewed Tiger Woods with this notion of, oh my goodness, here's this black athlete coming to do this. And the history of Augusta National, and how when he goes on Oprah after he wins that championship and basically says, well, I'm this, and saying I don't want to dismiss my parents, but again, not doubling down on the idea that I also understand that I carry the burden of a history of a sport that is, again, has never recognized black people fairly. Remember, we're talking about the history of golf is black caddies were required, black slave caddies were required to carry these things for white folks, for clubs that they could never be a part of by the laws and the systems and the culture that came with golf. So all I'm saying is, like, it goes back to what we talked about with the basketball players like Jordan, and people talking about, well, I don't have to do it. Like, you don't have the authority and you should not have the agency to dismiss black people when you carry the burden and the blood of black people in your system. And so all I'm saying is Tiger Woods could have done better, should be doing better to carry and recognize what Earl did. Because what Earl did, Earl got him to where he did. Like, love his mama, but Earl got him.
Your name is Earl, you black.
Earl Woods got him to where he is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, we know
Venus
that.
And Serena sitting there being like,
credit.
You know what I'm saying? That's like Venus and Serena dissing their dad for not looking them up.
But he gives his dad his credit. I think first of all, I understand and agree with what you're saying, but I also do believe it's perspective. I think, Tiger, I don't think it's easy being a Tiger Woods.
I would agree with that, Roy. I don't think it's easy
being a Michael Jordan. And I think, because what happens is we have, and it's almost like Obama, we have these expectations of what you should carry, how you should carry, when you should carry, and when it doesn't happen the way we think it should. It's almost like expectations, right? And then what happens when it doesn't happen, we get disappointed, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not carrying that weight. That's all.
But Roy, to your point,
for me, life allows you to have grace. People, after you have been vilified, maybe divorced, maybe beat up, maybe a few accidents, maybe got fired a couple of times. There's certain life-changing situations that happen to you that can allow you to have grace, forgiveness. For example, when I was young in my 20s, could not stand Spike Lee. Couldn't stand him because I felt like as a Black filmmaker, he did nothing to reach back and try to bring those other filmmakers that I felt like I was in my early 20s up, create opportunities, apprenticeship, reached out to him a number of times, was snubbed. Guess what? He don't owe me nothing. Are you kidding me, little Jessica? He owes me absolutely nothing. Who am I to feel like he should do this? So as I grew older, I realized that man don't owe me nothing and he don't owe nobody else nothing. Just like I don't owe anybody else anything.
For me, but nobody's questioning your blackness, Jessica, at the same time.
Yeah. I love this conversation because there just be 2 points.
There are other things that you are questioning, and for us to sit here and say that the Black part of me is the part that is questionable and raises a flag to a point where we're getting ready to have an hour-long conversation about it, I don't really know if that's valid.
Well, I would say this. Yeah, I would say this. There are 2 points in this conversation that are really intriguing. First and foremost, this whole conversation can go back to the movie A Night in Miami, where you have 4 prominent Black voices who basically all want the same thing, but are going about it in different ways, and understanding that you need Black people in the trenches corporately. You need Black people in the streets marching. You need Black people in front of the camera being militant. You need all of those elements to advance the movement because they all play an intricate role. So I think that narrative can't be lost when we talk about the advancement of the plight of Black people. But at the same time, going back to what Dwight had said last week when we were discussing the Jordan thing, to whom much is given, much is required. And that cannot be lost in this conversation simply because of your platform, because of who you are, because of the things that God has gifted you with. You have an ability to shift narratives and to turn perspectives in a way that the average person can't. So I would say that in that regard, no, you don't owe it to me, and Spike Lee doesn't owe it to you, but you do owe it to the culture. And that's where I would stand on that.
And I would piggyback on that by simply saying that being Black and famous is a double-edged sword, to Roy's point. Mm-hmm. But understand this, the fact that you're exceptional and Black means that you owe that much more to the fact that you're Black and exceptional. Like Tiger Woods can never be Arnold Palmer. He can never be Greg Norman or any other white golfer who was successful because he's Tiger Woods and because he's identified as a Black golfer. So if you know that and you know that society has put that on you, why would you run away from the idea of your exceptionalism and, more importantly, dismiss that what makes you exceptional?
Yeah,
I think everybody has the ability to walk in their leadership. I just don't. I mean, people who aren't leaders, that Maya Angelou wrote about them. You shrink to make other people feel comfortable, unless you have, unless you have people around you that are going to challenge you to be the best, call you out. Iron sharpens iron, and guess what? All things work together for the good.
Yeah, and I think
that we would not be having this conversation right now had, let's just say, he not embraced the Blackness that some of you all are talking about. We wouldn't even be talking about it right now.
I don't think he ever did, though, Justin. That's my problem.
But here's the thing, though, too, Miles and Dwight. I think that part that you guys are talking about, I think the blackness actually went out the window when his daddy passed, because I think his daddy was the voice of that. I think
that's a fair point too, Roy.
Yeah,
that's
and I think also, and I also do believe his daddy was the catalyst. To your point, behind it all. But when his daddy passed, I think a lot of that changed because his daddy was really that voice. He talked about his career in baseball and how he was the first black player on the those things. So.
But I would love to say that that's okay, but you look at Barack Obama, who never had his black father in his life, but had no problem finding a direction.
He had his black wife.
No, he's saying before he met his black wife, he still was.
What I'm saying is like Michelle might have grounded Barack Obama in a sense of black leadership, but Barack Obama was going hard for black people before he met Michelle.
Well, that's
true. He did.
But here's the thing. I also think that's who he is, though. That's who he is.
Yeah,
I don't think Tiger Woods.
Those are two different.
Tiger Woods is. I don't think that's who he is, and I'm not saying that's an excuse, but I just don't think that's who he is.
Well, let's finish the black conversation next week before we leave, because it's time to go. I just want to leave. We started talking. Did we talk about Stevie? We didn't talk about Stevie, right?
No.
Yeah. Speaking of black folks, shout out to Ghana. Go ahead, Stevie.
Watch this.
I promise you, if you do the right thing, I'll give you this song. I'll give it to you. You can have it. Because I want to see this nation smile again. Oh. And I want to see it before I leave to travel to move to Ghana. Because I'm going to do that.
You're going to move permanently to Ghana?
I am.
You are? Why?
Because I don't want to see my children's children have to say, oh, please like me, please respect me, please know that I'm important, please value me. What kind of...
Was he about to say what kind of shit is that?
Right.
Listen.
Say it, Stevie. Say it.
He really about to say what kind of shit is that?
Right. Stevie was about to get your
Stevie said he about to fly the jet personally himself. That's what he said he's going to do.
Roy.
Hey, I was listening to one talk show host, and they said that they're gonna put Stevie in Pensacola and tell him he in Ghana and just let him.
He will learn very quickly that he is not in Ghana in Pensacola, my friend.
Dang,
that's crazy.
Shoot, all he has to do is move to Southern Anchor. He'll get plenty of animals.
That's what mine does.
Yes, he will.
I'm telling you, they are.
Yes, he will.
Over there. You got a whole family on.
They got
raccoons.
What we got? We got three Southern Anchor graduates on this
graduates.
Three Southern Anchor graduates.
And TT was across the street. Shoot, so she got plenty of it too.
I'm telling you.
But look, the three of y'all, I was over there all the time.
I was telling you.
Look, you like that raccoon that Kevin Hart was talking about. Kevin Hart said the raccoon came up on his back door, was like.
Right. But to Stevie's point, since we're in Black History Month, real quick, Jessica, just to illuminate what Stevie was talking about, Stevie's doing something that W.E.B. Du Bois did, 60 years ago. Here it is that somebody pours their whole life into trying to heal the world through rationalization and education and music and creativity and all these things, and you feel as though it's like you're futile. Like, you got to think about this. Here's somebody who
done in vain. Feel like
who was blind and has been trying to solve the world's problems through his art for 50 plus years, only to find out that people, regardless of their attachment to him, still suffer the throes of racism. It makes you just want to get up and be like, I'm out. And that's what Du Bois did as well. So I totally get it.
James Baldwin.
Josephine Baker too. Baker too.
James Baldwin did. He went to Europe because he was just like, listen, I get why the racism over here. You can't,
who is rolling on the river? Tina Turner too.
Right.
Yeah, she don't live over here either.
Eve.
Rolling on.
Somebody say Eve. Eve left.
Eve left. That's what I'm saying. Like, like get it how you
Eve,
live.
though, I don't know if Eve count though. I don't know if Eve.
Listen,
count.
she found a billionaire and got up out of here.
No, don't claim her now. Don't claim Eve now, Ebony. You know who she married.
She ain't never discredited nothing.
To put boy in the skirt.
She never discredited who she is. She never discredited who she
Eve
is.
said she came from the bottom to the top. Okay.
Eve said she ain't fooling with these Rudy Poo musically sexually vindictive Negroes anymore. I'm going to get me a white dude. And he's a billionaire.
Eve say she is really where the money resides. Okay.
Right.
Real talk.
And that's on there.
We'll get concerned when Eve decides to remove them tattoos from her. Yeah. Then we'll get concerned.
Oh boy.
She ain't got to remove them. She ain't got to remove them.
No, they still there.
Let her paw prints live.
Y'all know how many people around my age got them damn paw prints on their chest?
Child, listen, that is one thing I always said. If you gonna get something permanently on you, let it be something that years down the line, you know, you ain't gonna be questioning yourself as to
it
why
didn't hold her back.
What you said, B?
Why, Lord? Why?
She said it didn't hold her back. I'm like, no, it definitely didn't, because she's winning.
It showed.
No, I wasn't saying it held her back. I just said how many people I know my age that have paw prints on their chest.
You're right.
Coming to the stage is Cheetah.
It's different when you're the illest pit bull in a skirt and you work for the county. Those are two different things.
What's the other person named Dwight? Who the other person?
You work for the county. There's two different
work for the county.
Two different things.
In corrections.
Oh,
that's
funny.
Being the illest pit bull at TGK versus the illest pit bull in the skirt is two different.
Two totally different things, man. Two totally different things.
We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Peace.